Raven Software has released a new hotfix in Call of Duty Warzone today, and it's not looking too good for the FFAR and the AUG, the two best guns undeniably in the game right now. I mean, the M16 is up there, but dude, there's a special place in everybody's heart right now for the FFAR and for the AUG, and unfortunately, I gotta say, the AUG got probably the worst end of this nerf right here, and we're gonna talk about this. So it says right here, the studio has released patch notes for this update. We're gonna go through these. They're very quick, fast patch notes, very fast, very easy to read through. There's like, I think maybe 10 lines at most, and then I'm gonna give you guys a class setup for the two guns that should work after the nerf and still make these guns feel like they did, or at least similar to what they did before the nerf happened. So the weapons, the two weapons that got nerfed, the only two weapons in the whole game that got nerfed is the FFAR-1 and the Cold War Tactical Rifle Charlie. If you guys don't know what that is the AUG. That's the third AUG. That's why it's Charlie, ABC, C is the third letter. Anyways, you guys get it. You guys know what that is. All right, so let's talk about it. The recoil strength has been increased, not decreased. So it already got increased a week ago, and now it got increased again. And the reasoning behind this, I'll just read out what they say. Burst weapons ride a fine line between inefficient and oppressive. And yeah, guys, trust me, the AUG, definitely oppressive. The intent to this change is to maintain the weapon's identity of being a powerhouse while making it a bit more difficult to wield. So it's still going to be powerful. It's still going to take the same amount of bullets to kill someone, but it's going to be a little harder to use than it is right now. Because as we know, man, the AUG right now, this thing, dude, it's aimbot. It's aimbot in your hands. Like, that's all it is. You just aim at someone and there's like barely any kick to it. Anyways, let's go on to what they say. Right now, we feel it is too easy to stay on target given how lethal it is. Yeah, it takes about 2 bursts, bro. We will continue to monitor the performance of the Tactical Rifle Charlie and make additional changes if necessary. So this is not the last nerf we're going to see. If this thing is still a powerhouse, if this thing is still the gun that everybody's using because it's the gun you gotta use, they're going to nerf it again. And then they're probably going to nerf the damage, not just the recoil. They already nerfed the recoil a week ago, and then they nerfed it again today. And it's not looking too good for the AUG, because if it's still really, really powerful, yeah, I'll give you guys a class, don't worry. They're going to nerf it again, and it's not going to be fun. Now let's talk about the FFAR-1. The ADS speed has been decreased. So that's the only nerf the FFAR-1 got. They wanted to make it feel a little more like an assault rifle. They go on to say the FFAR is a jack of all trades. It has the damage profile and range of an AR as well as the fire rate of an SMG, which is what I always say. Never use the FFAR for long range, use it as an SMG. The FFAR's wholesale efficiency, I'm not sure if that's what they meant to write, efficacy, I don't know what that word is, has it edging out SMGs at ranges we're not satisfied with. Ideally, the FFAR fulfills the role of a mid-range dominator while falling prey to weapons that excel in short-range engagements. That's not true, bro. That is not true. I don't care what they say. I had the Mac 11 out, and I went up against people up close within 10 meters who had the FFAR, and they knocked me 9 out of 10 times, even if I shot at their head. Dude, the FFAR, it did dominate at close range. I don't believe what they said right there. We are bringing the FFAR a bit more in line with what you might expect from an AR. Damage and range at the cost of handling. So you're still going to get the damage. You're still going to get the range. None of that has changed, but the handling is going to be a lot harder to control. The recoil is not going to be changed, but the ADS is. So the recoil got changed on the AUG, not on the FFAR-1. The ADS got changed on the FFAR-1 and not on the AUG. Now, before I give you guys these classes, I just want to say they did change up a few attachments here, which is important. You guys need to know this to see why I'm putting on the attachments I did. So the rear grip attachments that showed ADS speed pros should now properly increase ADS speed. Thank God for that. They fixed a bug with the Groza where the 16.5-inch CMV mil-spec barrel would bypass damage fall-off. I didn't know that. If I knew that the barrel did that, I would have abused the hell out of it, but I didn't know that. Fixed a bug with the Ember sighting point where the XM4 and AK-47 had their ADS speed increased rather than decreased. Again, I didn't know that, but I don't use those guns. I don't use the XM4 and the AK-47 too much, so I wouldn't even know that, and I don't think I used the Ember sighting point, to be honest. Fixed a bug with the Salvo Fast Mag where the FFAR-1 and M16 were not having their ADS speed decreased. I said it. I told you guys, use that ammunition. All of you guys said, no, it takes away ADS. It does doesn't take away ADS. Well, it didn't. Now it does. The Pellington 703 wrapped suppressor effect should now be properly represented in the stat bar, so they did fix the attachments that needed fixing. Now let's get into the class setups for these two weapons, because I feel like we got to change it up a little bit. Now I want to give you guys the FFAR one first, and then we'll talk about the AUG. So the FFAR, there's a few things we got to change. Not too much, to be honest with you, but there is a few things that we should. So first thing you want to run on the FFAR is the muzzle agency suppressor. This gives you sound suppression, vertical recoil control, bullet velocity, and effective damage range, and it is taking away ADS, which we're not too happy with because we are losing ADS to begin with. They did nerf the ADS on this gun, so we're losing even more than we should, but we're gonna not worry about that right now, and you guys are gonna see why. I mean, the agency suppressor is important. We could lose a little ADS because we gotta use the agency suppressor, man. That's super important. The barrel that we want to use, we're not gonna be using the 20.3-inch takedown. We're not gonna be using the 19.5-inch task force. Instead, we're going to go with the 21.2-inch Ranger, which gives you quite a bit of bullet velocity. I think it's the best bullet velocity in terms of barrels for this weapon. Now, you do lose aim, walk, and movement speed, but that just means you could be a little more accurate at the cost of not being able to move as fast. So I like this. That's a good attachment. Let's move on to the underbarrel, and this one again is not changed. This is one that we don't have to change, but the last two attachments are going to be where the changes come from. So the underbarrel, obviously, if you're using the FFAR 1, you need the field agent grip. This gives you horizontal and vertical recoil control at a very, very good number. So I think you get like 20% horizontal, maybe 6 or 12 or whatever it was vertical. I don't remember exactly what it is, but you get a lot. So it's pretty nice to have, and that's what makes this gun feel like a laser. Like I always say, don't use it at long range too much unless you're on PC and you don't see the visual recoil as much. But if you're playing on console, try to use the FFAR for mid and close range rather than using it for super long distances. Now here's where the class changes. What I used to run was the Salvo 50 round fast mags. Unfortunately, we saw that they changed it and the ADS is actually slower now, so you don't want to run that anymore. Instead, I went with the 38 round mags, nothing else. That's it, just the first one that you get ammo capacity and you lose a little bit of reload quickness, but you don't lose any ADS, you don't lose anything like that. Like the jungle styled mag, you get reload quickness, but you get less bullets in the mag. So the 38 round is perfect. There's no ADS losing, and I don't want to lose ADS because they already nerfed it. That's why we changed that up to the 38 rounds. Now you don't have 50 rounds or anything, but you're not losing the ADS. So I feel like that's a very good trade, and you guys are probably going to like it once you get used to it. The rear grip is going to be the speed tape because this gives you ADS time. Now, it doesn't give you anything else, but it also doesn't take anything else away. So this is what I like about it. You get ADS speed. You need it now, especially since that got nerfed. It's going to be kind of similar to what it was yesterday before this whole nerf and stuff like that. So hopefully it does good. Hopefully it's nice. I tested it out in a few games, and it still does a decent job. It doesn't feel like the ADS got nerfed once you throw on the speed tape, so that's pretty nice. Now let's talk about the AUG, because the AUG is a gun that I feel like most people are using, especially at longer distances. If you're not using the AUG, you're doing it wrong, and I said I'm not using the AUG. I never use the AUG. I hate the AUG. I told you guys I was going to get nerfed, and then I told you guys I was going to get nerfed again. Like that's just what it is, man. It's just a gun that they're playing with, and we're the pawns in this. We're the ones using it and testing it for them. I'm not doing that. I'm not using it. I'm not getting used to it, and I'm not falling in love with this gun just for it to be taken away from me. So the muzzle is the agency suppressor. Again, you know what it is. I just told you guys it's the same thing as the FFAR 1, the exact same attachment. The barrel, we're going to use this 17-inch titanium because this gives you fire rate. Now, it takes away some effective damage range, but having a faster fire rate means that even if you are missing some shots due to the recoil nerf, you're going to be able to shoot and hit the target again a lot quicker than you would without this. So this is nice to have. You guys will notice some recoil. There is no recoil taken away with this attachment, but naturally you're shooting faster, so the natural recoil in this gun is going to kick regardless, and you're going to notice it, but you will hit more shots a lot quicker. The optic is the axle arms 3 times. You guys need that. You know what it is. It's nice, it's good to have, and it's amazing on these weapons. The underbarrel is the field agent grip, just to control that recoil as much as you possibly can. It gives you vertical recoil control and horizontal. Again, the numbers are probably the same as the FFAR, so it's a nice one to have. And then for the last attachment, we're gonna talk about the ammunition because you definitely want that. And again, I'm just going with the first one on this one right here, which is the 45 round drum. I'm not running any of the other ones. I don't want to take away ADS on this. I mean, it's already in. I hate the AUG, dude. I hate it, but all of you guys love it, so that's why it's there. But yeah, that's gonna be the classes for you guys. Let me know what you guys think of the nerfs down in the comments below. Do you guys like the AUG? Are you happy it got nerfed? I'm kind of happy it got nerfed. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I hated dying to this thing, so I'm kind of happy about it. I want to see less people using it. I'm sorry. Anyways, man, drop a like on this video while you guys are down there. I'll give you guys 5 seconds. Go ahead and do it, man. It's so super fast. You can just do it super quickly. Sub to the channel if you guys are new around here with those notices. Now we're going for 700K. Thank you guys for watching. My name is Nick, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.
Really at like 10 or 9. That's no way, but you probably had like 10.
I had 80 damage, so yeah.